We're good. We bid you welcome. And we would like to say once again, we are delighted to be speaking with you in such a wonderful way to the previous and in the way that the technology is working. Not agree?
Yes, yes, very much.
What do you understand the technology to be all about?
I guess the technology is what facilitates us being able to communicate.
That is so?
I think sometimes it can play too big a role in the communication, and that we lose touch with some of the human aspect of communication that creates a more significant connection, a deeper connection.
That is so. And what kind of a deeper connection is being lost in your world today?
I think it is connected to the connection between one person and another that comes from all of the human and internal senses, not just from the technology itself.
That is very good. We are delighted to be having such a conversation with you. Please to continue.
So I think the other thing about communication that changes when it's so strongly technology based is that that we can hide more easily behind the mode of communication, and that sometimes means that we don't share who we truly are, that there is somewhat of a facade placed in front of us, and that facade can be who we either wish to be or who we should be. So there's sometimes communication can be such, like social media, that allows us to be something beyond what we actually are, or aside from what we actually are, and I think that takes something away from the fulfillment that we get from communication when it's like that.
What is lost in your technology today? Because technology has a role, but the role has to a certain extent now become a necessity, and with some people become an addiction. What has been lost in terms of the communication through the technology? Just one simple thing, please. It is the look of the eyes, is it not?
Yes, yeah, it's the face-to-face. Is that what you mean?
It is so, the ability to look each other in the eye. You can feel each other's energy and to see deeper into the being through what is written within the eye sort of a situation, is it not?
Yes, yes.
And then the ability to truly listen to what that person both is and is not saying.
Yes, yes, that is true.
But
I think
lost.
Yeah, yeah. Because the communication is fast too. That's the other thing I noticed.
It's too fast and out of natural rhythm.
So there's not time to consider.
And relationships are lost, is it not?
True. Well, they certainly feel less. They feel more superficial. Let's put it that way.
They become shallow. That is so. And the person-to-person, the heart-to-heart situation of just sitting and being together is no longer there. Because everyone connected to the busyness of life, they lost the rhythm of the life, and then the relationships go all over the place. Do you not agree?
Yes, yes.
The relationships got lost, and relationships are the thing that is the core of life. Not how do you not relate, which is how most people are sucked into thinking by the various literature around, but how you do relate. And what most people have forgotten in life is that everybody is born kind. Everybody born kind, everybody born neutral, everybody born with a good heart. But situations often put people into a box where they feel that they do not have a choice. And then most of the time these ones start behaving in a very defensive kind of a situation. And then you got what is known in your world as a fight on your hands. And most people move forward in life fighting or defending, do they not?
Yes.
What is the problem with this?
Well, when you're fighting or defending, you're not enjoying living in the present moment.
That is so. And what is the biggest outcome from fighting and defending? And the source of the greatest fights and defense mechanism that the people undertake as they move forward. What is the one word?
Sorry, so what is the greatest, what was the question again, sorry?
Cause of fights.
The greatest cause of fights. It's not having compassion, not having an understanding of an ability to take and respect someone else's opinion,
And
or where they are.
What is the one word many people engage in doing in order to enter into a fight willingly?
Well, they make assumptions.
That is so.
So they assume what the other person is thinking and what they expect to happen or how they expect them to behave, rather than giving them the opportunity to actually behave.
And to communicate the truth.
Yes.
And then the listening goes out of the window and everybody proceeds on assumptions. What do you think about that?
I can think of situations where that's occurred.
So can we? Because assumptions are based on the equations of what had happened in the past. This then leads to assumptions on what's going to happen in the future, and everybody going to defend their space against this, and the relationship goes down the toilet. Because nobody listening anymore. Everybody upset. You see, everybody upset. The relationships are the heart of life. Everyone born kind, everyone born gentle until they feel pressed. Everyone born with a need to be heard and to be seen in some way. Not everyone going to be jumping all over the place, dancing. Everyone still, nevertheless, the quiet ones, the noisy ones, need to be acknowledged. And when you are in the technology, how easy is it to jump to assumptions?
Very easy.
Because
because the communication is incomplete.
That is so.
In a text message, there's no body language, there's no voice intonation. It's so easy to misinterpret the communication.
That is so. And people can walk away from it without replying, and they do this. Because they are beyond the comfort zone. They are uncomfortable, And if it was a face-to-face situation, at least the responsibility of sharing such a message would be given, would it not?
Yes.
At least language would be read. So you have people who are guessing, making assumptions, and trying to figure out what is going on in the head of the other person.
Mm.
Some of the time it works, some of the time it doesn't. And in the case of the relationship, when one just walks away, there becomes incredible pain.
Mm.
Is there not?
Yes.
And this is something we just want to call the attention to within the context of this conversation, is that if somebody is walking away from a relationship in the middle of any kind of a communication, whether it is technological or face-to-face, you just close the door.
Mm.
Close the door. You say, very well. This one, close the door. I am going to step back. I'm going to get on with my life without looking into the past until this one ready to come back, where I am going to have a conversation with them. You see the difference in the energy?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
most ones are like, I'm going to wait until they're ready to come back to have a conversation with me.
Mm.
And then what happens to the energy?
Well, it's defensive, isn't it?
It is defensive until you are able to turn it around again.
Yeah. Yeah.
See? And then you turn it around, you stay empowered. You continue on your journey safe in the knowledge that you didn't do anything wrong. And then you move on.
Mm.
Very good. Do you have any questions for us?
What about when it's close family and it's more difficult to say turn your back?
You step back.
You step back. Okay. For another moment to arise.
That is so. And you await them to approach you.
Mm.
And in the meantime, you continue as if everything is going on as normal. And many people have many different layers of the normal.
Mm.
As long as you stay in charge of the energy and you do not allow the emotional body to be triggered, then all will continue well. It is triggering the emotional body, and most of the time the emotional body is triggered through assumptions.
Mm. Mm.
Assumptions lead to blame.
Mm.
And blame leads to a dereliction of responsibility in terms of what you will put out and what you will invite into your own space. It is a practice. Everybody seeks to have the last word.
Yes.
Everybody seeks to be right in your world. If you are not connected to such a need, you continue on and these ones will be chasing after you.
Yeah.
But nobody believes that this will be the case. Everyone doubts the impact that they have on another because they don't see themselves, because they are taught that what they are is not enough.
Mm.
See,
Mm.
when you stand in the light of who you be and you know that you are enough, and you know each of you has tremendous impact upon another just by being there, the situation changes. And you are much more able to connect to the kindness that you were born being and to have compassion for another who is in pain.
Mm.
when you have the compassion for another who is in pain, you do not seek to hurt neither them nor yourself.
Yes.
You remain steadfast in your own space, looking forward and not back. So you continue the onward momentum of life unencumbered by being caged in the past. And this is a practice because the belief system of your world is structured quite differently to this. It is structured towards revenge being right and winning at the cost of another, in which case you both lose. Consider such a different situation. It is a practice, so at the beginning everybody got to be working at this, and you will see how the world around you falls into a more harmonious situation because you're not looking for the fight. You see.
Yes.
Very simple, very elegant. Very good. So we thank you for being the one to have such a conversation with us.
It's my pleasure.
And as always, please know that we love you, that we always walk with you. And until we meet again, we commit your spirit. Adieu.